Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the TEQ Bardock after his Extreme Z Awakening, basically, and see just how good he is in DBZ Dokkan battle at 55%. So Bardock is obviously an easy aim. He's a 90% category lead, well, type lead I should say. And he also raises attack and defense for one turn on his super attack, while also sealing super attacks, which is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good stuff. He changes strength key spheres to TEQ key spheres. He has attack of 130% and defense of 180%, plus an additional attack and defense of 30% per TEQ key sphere that is obtained, plus an additional attack and defense of 18% per key sphere that isn't a TEQ key sphere. Basically, he then also obviously has an additional super attack or a medium chance of super attack with several orbs, and he'll also gain critical hits as well if he obtains quite a few orbs as well. So pretty decent stuff from Bardock in terms of his links. He's First Awakened, Saiyan Pride, Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Family Ties. And he's on the Pure Saiyans, Time Travelers, Goku's Family, Super Saiyans, Exploding Rage, Storied Figures, Revenge, Crossover, and Powerful Comeback categories as his main kind of dealios. Obviously, Bardock is pretty decent. I think he looks really good. I think he's pretty solid. I think in general he's a very, very decent unit. Obviously, existing under a 200% lead does always help. It always will help. But yeah, he looks really, really solid, at least to me. I think he's a very, very potent, very good unit, and I think he can really do a good job across the board. I think in general he looks like a good unit, and a unit that I think a lot of players are going to want to enjoy using. So we picked up a couple orbs with him here. 230,000 defense. Obviously we have a 50% defensive support on the rotation. We also have a 50% offensive support on the rotation. 4.1 million, very good stuff. Now the one nice thing about Bardock is the fact that he creates his own orbs. This is always going to be something that is very, very potent. It's something that's always incredibly good and like strong. And in general, it's just very, very clutch for a unit that's orb dependent. To always be changing at least one type of orb does allow you to have some level of control over how he looks and how he performs. I know it's always difficult to kind of manage these units, and it's difficult to truly kind of control just how good they are and how good they do, because orbs are such a big factor in their overall performance and just their overall kind of like levels of performance. But I think one thing I will say, especially with Bardock, is that this doesn't feel like a huge hindrance to him. Yes, of course, he's got like a very, very strong passive, and he has a nuking component and a non-nuking component. If you get 10 orbs, he's going to look significantly better than if you get 3 orbs. And if you get TEQ orbs, he's going to look significantly better than if you don't get TEQ orbs. So this is always the case. 137k defense, we can see here. We're going to grab 7 orbs, not TEQ ones. You're going to see the difference in his output. Not 240k defense. Obviously, we're missing the 50% support. So yeah, you can see the difference and how that affects him. Offensively, you're going to see a pretty similar result, I want to say. Nothing too crazy, 3.3. And you can see again, this is all down to the orbs mainly. Like, orbs will change that quite significantly. Now he does seal, which is good utility. And like I said, the orb changing is good stuff, especially since you do have quite a few orb dependent units on his team. Units like TEQ Bardock. So yeah, him being able to change orbs is going to be something that's always powerful and always appreciated. It definitely makes him look better, and I think in general it's a very, very good ability for him to have, and yeah, it helps him out a lot. I think it would be foolish to say that him and his orb changing abilities don't have significant impact on his team and his overall performance. So yeah, I would say Bardock looks good. I would say he looks really good. And I think, yeah, at 100%, he's definitely a very strong unit. But I think even at 55%, he can definitely add to the team. He's going to vary a lot because of orbs, but in general, you shouldn't have like a major headache trying to use this unit. You should be able to get a decent result out of him no matter what. Here we can see, only the attack support here, so this is obviously pretty close to being his best case scenario. No defensive support, of course. But we've got 5 links active, so all the major links active, which is good. His best pairing partner is the transformed AGL Bardock. And we're going to get, I think, 11 orbs here, 10 orbs, which is good. So you can see here immediately defense is looking very solid, in a very good space. We've got all the links we can possibly have. We've got a 50% attack support. So we should see the best attack stat we've seen today, and we do with 4.3 billion. So very good stuff. Bardock looking very solid, and because of the fact that we got so many orbs, he's obviously activated the crit components of his passive. So yeah, good stuff. Varies according to his orbs. That's all orb-based units, but this Bardock looks good. He looks really good, and anytime an orb unit changes their own orbs, much like Weirus, you tend to see them perform better more often than you tend to see them perform badly. Obviously, in terms of Bardock's links, pretty straightforward stuff. Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Prepared for Battle, Saiyan Pride, Fierce Battle, and obviously First Awaken, Family Ties. These are decent links. Family Ties and First Awakens are a bit kind of Bardock centric, like they're very much just Bardock units, and I think Prime Battle Goku. So they're not the best. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that they're the best links in the world, but yeah, they are pretty Bardock centric. So obviously they're going to be conducive towards him doing a good job. So yeah, obviously he's got quite a few links. First Awakened, pretty strong. Family Ties is decent. The big thing is, if you want those, you're going to have to probably link him with Bardock units. If not, you can just look at getting pretty much the classic mix of decent links. Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle. A lot of these are heavily attack orientated, but he'll be fine either way. And Saiyan Pride is a decently prevalent link, and he's got some pretty decent partners that link with him as well. Obviously bearing in mind that he himself cannot link with other Super Saiyan Bardocks, so yeah. But his best linking partner is the AGL Transforming Bardock, so he's a pretty good option to kind of pair with him, because obviously they can share decent links, and with the fact that the AGL one transforms, they can both link up together, which I think is pretty good overall. So yeah, pretty nice stuff, and I think in general TEQ Bardock looks really decent, and I think he is really solid as a unit. So yeah, that's basically it for me, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Obviously the sub EZA is always a lot of fun to look at, and I think TEQ Bardock is pretty good for a sub EZA. So yeah, but that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.